In this video, I'm going to show you how to send a shipment to Amazon. Now, in order to send a shipment to Amazon, you require three things. Number one, you want to have made sure that you've set up your Amazon Seller Central account. And you can easily do that just by going to sellercentral.amazon.com. Number two, you want to make sure that you have an inventory that you can send to Amazon, and this is your product ideally already packaged in boxes. And number three, you want to make sure that you've already opted in for your product to be sold through Amazon FBA, which is essentially fulfillment by Amazon. You're going to be sending your product, your boxes of your product, to Amazon's fulfillment centers, and they're going to handle all the fulfillment for you. They're going to store your product there in their warehouses, and they're going to ship your product when customers buy it from Amazon.com. Now, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process in this video, but before I do, I just want to point you to some very important web pages on Amazon's website. And these pages I'll link to below in the description or in the blog post, but these pages have a lot more information on how to ship your inventory to Amazon. And they have a few pages here which is really important to go through, and the reason is that every product is different. Depending on the weight of your product, the size of your product, it's going to be a little bit of a different procedure. So you want to make sure you understand this. And if you have any further questions about it, they have a lot of this covered right here on their website. Some of the pages here, they have some great videos for you as well. They're going to tell you about the packaging requirements. So you want to make sure that your product is compliant with that as well. Here's some different images here or videos that they have. They essentially just want to make sure that your products don't get damaged. There's nothing loose. Certain things that they do not allow, and essentially, how you want it to look in order to send it successfully. So I do recommend to view these just because, again, every product is different, and you'll probably have some questions, whether you're sending case packed products in a box or if you're sending, in a poly bag units. So there's different requirements for each product, and this sometimes can be a little bit confusing because I know I had a lot of questions when I was first shipping my products, and I had to do some research and even reach out to Amazon as well about what to do for certain products that I have. Okay, so just want to put that out there and make sure that you have access to these pages as well. Okay, so here I am on my Amazon Seller Central account. And what you want to do when you log in is go up here to Inventory and Manage Inventory. This is the page that I'm at right now, which is to manage inventory. This is where you're going to see your products, how many units you have available, the prices, etc. You can edit your products here as well. So you'll have to have added a product first in order to send your shipment, your inventory, to Amazon's fulfillment center. And you can do that just by clicking here on Add a Product, or you can add your product just by going to Inventory and add a product right here. So you want to make sure you've set that up first. I actually have another video on my YouTube channel where I share how to set up your product, your Seller Central account as well. So you might want to go through that first just by looking through my YouTube channel. Or you can also click the link below in the description if you want access to more free videos like this that I cover a lot more on how to sell on Amazon in this process. But make sure that you've set up your product first. Now, once you have your product here, and let's say this product I want to send some inventory to, you're going to check the box here. Then you're going to click on this button, and you're going to click on Send and Replenish Inventory. Okay, now you're going to want to create what is called a shipping plan. And if this is the first time that you're shipping a product to Amazon, you're going to want to select Create a New Shipping Plan right here. Here in the Ship From area, you're going to put in the address of your supplier or manufacturer. Essentially, wherever your product is being shipped from, you're going to want to put in their company name, their address, and their phone number. So if you're shipping your product from China, for example, and your supplier is sending their inventory in your boxes to the Amazon fulfillment centers, then you're going to want to put in their information right here. If you're shipping your product from United States, wherever your supplier is, again, whoever's shipping it, you put in that address. If you're shipping your product from your own house, then you would put in your address and information here. So I already have my supplier's information. I've already inputted. However, if you don't have it there yet, then just select Ship From Another Address, and you can change the ship from address based on whatever shipping plan that you're creating. Next is the packing type, and there's two options: individual products or case packed products. Individuals, if you're sending one individual product by itself. Case packed means that you have the products, the units in boxes. So I always send case packed products because all of my products, all my units are basically stored in a box, and I send each box to Amazon's fulfillment centers. Now, if you come down here to the bottom, you're going to see the storage monitor, and this is really useful because it's basically telling you how much inventory you currently have already being stored at Amazon, and what the maximum is that you're allowed. Now, right now for me, based on the plan that I have with Amazon Seller Central, I can have 5,000 units of product. Beyond that, I'm going to get fined for that. However, they do have different options if you want to store more inventory at the Amazon warehouses. And oversized storage is for products that you have that might be oversized. This is based on if your products are really big or heavy. There's a certain amount of storage that you have for that as well. Okay. So next, you'd want to select Continue to Shipping Plan. Okay, so here you can change the name if you'd like of this shipping plan. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Here again is the ship from information, the marketplace destination, United States. That's where I'm sending my products to, the United States, so that they can be sold on Amazon.com. This is going to be different, based on where you want to send your inventory to. So if you want to sell your product in the United Kingdom, then you would have a different marketplace destination. If you wanted to sell your product in Canada, then of course you'd send it to Canada. So right now for me, my Amazon Seller Central account is already set up to sell in the United States. There's a different procedure to set up if you want to send your inventory to the United Kingdom or other countries. You're going to have to send it to that country's Amazon fulfillment center. Okay, so that's a whole other thing that you're going to have to set up a new Amazon Seller Central account for. You can change even right here at the top the different country settings as well, but I'm just going to leave this to the United States because that's where the biggest market is. Okay, packing type is already selected. Now here you're going to, if you scroll down, you're going to see the product that I have here, the SKU number here for the product as well, the condition of the product. And if you click this button here, you're going to see what is called the ASIN number and the FNSKU number. Now, this number here needs to be on every product, every unit that you send to Amazon. This basically helps Amazon identify your product inside their warehouses. And you can either have this number as a barcode that is printed on the label and the packaging of your product, or you can have Amazon put this barcode that I'm going to show you a little bit later. You can put this on your product just via a sticker. And if you opt for them to do that for you, then they're going to charge you a little bit. I think it's about 20 cents per product to essentially just put on that barcode per product. So for me personally, I've just integrated that into my product packaging and label design just to make it simple and to save that 20 cents. However, the disadvantage of that is you're limiting yourself because you can't sell your product then in retail stores. It's only limited to Amazon, this inventory. So that's one thing to keep in mind, and I'll maybe explain that a little bit later on in this video. Okay, but just knowing these numbers here is very important because each product has a different number that represents it. Okay, here is where you're going to put the units per case and the number of cases. So this is going to be based on how much inventory that you're going to be sending to Amazon. So let's say that you're just sending 100 units to Amazon. So depending on the size of your product and the weight of the product, you're going to be limited in how many units you can put in per box to send. So every product is going to be totally different, and it's going to also be based on their packaging requirements because they have certain requirements for certain products and how many units that you can have in a box, and also the size and the weight of a box as well. So let me see here if I can actually pull something up. So here they say, for example, the case pack limit is 150 units per case. This is if you're doing the case pack product, which is what I'm doing. So 150 units is the max I could have. So if I was sending 1,000 units, then I'd have to, I can't just put 1,000 units in one box. I have to break it up into multiple boxes. So let's just say I'm going to send 150 units, in which case it'd just be one case, and I'm going to put in 150 units in that one case. So total units is going to be 150. If I wanted to send, let's say, 750, I'd have to have 5 different boxes of 150 units each. Okay, so depending on how much inventory and how many that you want to put in a box, just know that 150 units is the maximum. Okay, so once you've selected how many boxes and units per case, you want to click on continue. Now here they have some additional packaging and prep materials which they offer to you. I usually don't use this at all. I just would click continue next. Okay, so now is where you see the labeling required, which is kind of what I was talking about a little bit earlier. So if I scroll down here, you'll see that every product needs a label on it that I refer to, which is the FNSKU number, okay, the barcode that you have to have on your product. Now, you have an option here of, again, either you put on the label yourself, or you can have Amazon do that for you. But like I said, if you have Amazon do that for you, then they're going to charge you, I think, 20 cents per label. So you can select that if you want. You know, they have some information and details here that they'll tell you what their fees are. You have to agree to it, or you can say no thank you. But like I said, for my product, I already have that barcode and label that's integrated into the design and packaging of my product. Now, here is where you're able to print the labels for your product so that you can either put these on yourself, and you could print them out as stickers as well if you want and put them on yourself, but I found that to be a hassle, especially if you're a supplier. I mean, you'd have to send it to your supplier and probably pay them to do that for you, or you're going to have to spend time to do that yourself. But again, if you want to have it printed out and integrate it into your packaging, then you can print out the labels here. You just, download it. They have different sizes here as well. So pull it up to show you. So this would just be an example of, you just have this here, this barcode and this number integrated onto your packaging or design, or you'd have this as a sticker that you would put on to your product. Okay. So I'm just going to select merchant and hit continue. Okay, so next you're going to review the shipment details. Just verify everything here is correct. They're going to start to give you now an address on where you should send the inventory to. Now, depending on how much inventory that you're sending, they might give you multiple addresses. And the reason for that is they want to make sure that your inventory is spread out all throughout the country. So they'd oftentimes make sure that you have your inventory, a certain number of units that's stored maybe in like the west side of the United States, some in the east side of the United States, maybe some south, some north, some central, just so that when they ship it, they can ship it as easily and quickly as possible to your customers. So you just want to verify this is correct. Click on Approve Shipment. Okay, so here you want to click on View Shipment Contents, and that will basically show you the contents that's going to be inside your shipment. You can download a pack list, and this is basically just kind of summarizing the pack. But if everything looks good, then just want to click on Work on Shipment. You're going to want to scroll down here to the bottom. And here you have the options of shipping your product. So if it's a small parcel delivery, individual boxes that you're sending, you'd select this. If you're shipping pallets and shipment that's at least 150 pounds, you would select this option here. Shipping carrier, I always use UPS, which is what Amazon use. They're partnered with them, and you get the cheapest prices with them. However, if you want to ship using DHL or another carrier, you can select the options here. FedEx, UPS. I just ship by UPS just because it's the cheapest. Here again, you just put your shipment packing details. So for me, it's just one box. And box number 1, this is where you're going to put in the weight of the box and the dimensions of the box. And so usually I get my supplier to give me this information because they're the ones that are boxing everything. So I don't have any data to give you guys right now, but usually it's around 33 pounds per box for me. I don't remember exactly the dimensions, but let's just put, this is just in inches. So let's just put 24 by 24 by 24. Okay, you come down here, you're going to calculate the shipping charges. So it's going to cost $25.80. You're going to have to click on and accept the charges. All right. And once you've accepted them, I'm just going to accept them real quick. They're going to charge you this either from your credit card or from payments you've already received in your Amazon account. You can void them as well, which I'll probably do after this video. And then here are the shipping labels, which every box requires to have on them when you ship to Amazon. And they have some instructions here that's worth going over, but I just click on print box labels. Let me pull this up. So here are the box labels that you're going to send to your supplier. Okay, so whoever your supplier is, send this to them. They need to put this on the box. And so that basically, UPS can, has the location, the address of where to send it to you. There's going to be a barcode here as well for Amazon when they receive your order. It's going to have the shipping from address from your existing supplier. And you're going to either want to put this on the box yourself, or like I said, just send it to your supplier and they'll do that for you. Okay. That way they'll know exactly where to ship it to. And then the last step is just clicking on complete shipment. And then from there, you're good to go. And from there, you'd want to send the product to Amazon, the address that they have, put the label on the box, and you're good to go. And then when Amazon receives your shipment, they'll email you and notify you when they've received the shipment. And then at that point, your product listing will be live on Amazon, and you can start receiving orders for it on Amazon.com. So that's all there is to it on how to send a shipment and inventory to Amazon. Pretty straightforward, but sometimes you can be a little bit confused. And if you are, then again, I'd recommend that you just go through some of these pages here that have more information on the process, depending on what kind of product that you're going to be sending. So hopefully this video is beneficial for you. I want to encourage you to like this video if you received value from it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any additional questions. And if you guys want more free videos like this, then click the link in the description or go to projectlifemastery.com/FBA, projectlifemastery.com/FBA. I'll be releasing many new videos on how to sell on Amazon and how to build a profitable Amazon business. You just got to go over to that page, enter your email address, and I'll send you some more information. So thank you for watching this video. I'll talk to you soon.